So here's the struggle a lot of producers face. You're used to using pre-made loops with tons of character and vibe and color already baked in. So when you use these in your tracks, it elevates the quality of your productions. It gives them a professional industry quality sound right out of the box. But as soon as you decide to start making your own melodies, everything just sounds stock. It might sound boring, kind of amateur, and you might feel like overall your beats go down in quality when you start making your own melodies. Well, I'm going to show you an easy and fast way to fix this while also learning how to do it from scratch, so you can develop this skill as a producer and unlock that next level for yourself. And we're going to do it with the presets in Blockchain Ultra. Blockchain Ultra is a revolutionary multi-effects ecosystem for producers, giving you the fastest and easiest way to build complex effects chains using next-gen audio DSP algorithms. It's an entirely new way to get creative with your sound design, and it comes with 87 groundbreaking creative effects to explore. And for this video, we're gonna focus on the massive library of presets you get with Blockchain Ultra. It comes with over 300 pro presets in all different genres and categories. So whether you're looking for lo-fi effects or some digital resampling chains, or you want spacey and creative reverbs and delays, punchy drum clippers, creative granular effects, time stretching, it's all possible with just a couple clicks. So let's look at this melody I'm working on. You can see I've already got a few layers down. So a few vocal chops and a piano layer, but everything feels very stock. So I've got Blockchain Ultra loaded on this melody stack. And the first thing I'm gonna do is just start looking for inspiration. How can I make this thing sound cooler? And a great way to do that is with this preset library. There's over 300 unique presets in all different genres and styles and categories. And you can see there's just a ton of starting points here in each one of these to explore. Whether I want like a resampling effect or some type of melody warping, or maybe I want something genre specific, let's start here in these hip hop presets. So instantly you can tell just by flipping through a bunch of presets, there are so many different directions we could take this in. Some of these, like this Underworld Bells, was so cool with having that like half speed effect, but you can see it's blended in parallel. There was some really cool swirling vocal effects, like this vocal warper using the grain engine. So there's so many different paths we could go down with this one. Actually, this toy Casio was one of my favorites because it just kind of gave it that lo-fi filter effect in a really cool way. It just made all the sounds feel resampled. So once we find a preset that gives us a direction that we want to go in, now we can start applying our own spin on it. If we want to load up something else, like I really liked what the grain engine was doing on this particular sample. So let's try adding this. So with just a few clicks, we went from a very raw and stock sounding melody to something completely new and fresh. And that's the power you get with Blockchain Ultra, and also why these presets are so valuable, because it gives you so many ideas for different directions you can take your track in. Let me break down some pro tips for using presets and explain how it can help you build your skills and learn some new techniques. Of course, presets are great because you can pull them up with just a click and instantly get some inspiring sounds. And with a tool like Blockchain Ultra, you have so many possibilities. All these presets are incredible starting points. So they're amazing jumping off points, and sometimes you can get exactly what you want just by loading a preset. But if you're trying to build your skills, Here's what I would recommend, and this is what I personally do whenever I'm exploring a new tool. Whenever I pull up a preset that works, that does exactly what I was hoping for it to do, I always take a minute to break down what the preset is doing and why I like it. I might come back to analyze it later if I'm in the middle of producing and I don't want to break my creative flow. But taking the time out to analyze the presets you like not only helps you learn your tools better, but it also builds your skills as a producer. So let me quickly show you how I would analyze this preset, because I mentioned that I like how it sounds. I like that lo-fi effect, that resampled effect that we're getting. What I would do is I would probably just start by turning off all these modules and bringing them back in one by one just to see what each one is doing in the chain. So that one's adding that instant resample effect. Digital resample is a great tool for that. And I can see that we're just applying a little bit of range. We're doing this filter effect here. So that's interesting. The digital resample is giving us a bit more of that instant resampled sound, but then the Toronto filter is adding that kind of digital grain on the top end, and that's because we have this digital switch on. So that's very cool. I like that. Magnetic drift. So magnetic drift is doing some different stereo stuff here. It's doing dropouts, it's doing some drifting between the left and right channel. So that's definitely adding a bit of interest. That's a good trick you can use on any chain, really, if you want to just instantly make it a bit more interesting in the stereo field. And then dual delay is adding that extra bit of size, which with a low feedback here, we're just getting like one extra delay tap, but it works really well for adding and kind of thickening the sound in this preset. So just spending a couple minutes and looking at what each module and each part of the chain is doing, now I can take that information I've learned, like using digital resample and Toronto filter together to create this really cool lo-fi filtered effect. I can build my own chains using that technique, or I can apply it to another preset. If I like a different preset, but I want to give it that lo-fi effect, I can load these modules up and use that technique. So this is just a great way to start learning your tools on a deeper level. So whether you want to start making your own melodies and you're looking for a fast way to get off the ground, or if you're just trying to move fast in general, I know a lot of pros are always trying to optimize their workflow. The presets in Blockchain Ultra are an amazing starting point. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, leave us a comment, and subscribe for more tutorials like this. And as always, happy music making.